Hop was here.
Special improv reintroduction episode of the Girls' Bathroom series. It's been a while, and so much has happened in my life in between not recording, between sisterhood and womanhood, and here I am today, still striving to stay committed to my ideas, which is why I'm recording in my bathroom right now. I figured, why not record in my actual bathroom? One, it helps the recording sound better. Two, duh. And recording in my bathroom also helps me stay intentional and focused about what my objective was with the Girls' Bathroom series. Just as in life, as you water things and nurture things, they expand, they bloom, they grow. And for a second, I was kind of losing sight of what my objective was with the Girls' Bathroom series. Not only did I want to cover sisterhood, but I also wanted to cover womanhood and how the two intersect. And what better way to do that than talking about my own personal life and lessons, and also my experiences throughout sisterhood. So the Girls' Bathroom series, hence the name series, it will be segmented into my daily vlogging. Yes, vlogging on my YouTube channel. We will also have shorter weekly episodes. I'm talking 15 minutes every Monday or Tuesday. Let me know what y'all think. I'll also be doing mirror reflections, where I share with you guys my weekly reflections I have about myself, just looking in the mirror as a woman, a growing, ever-changing woman. I'll still be taking questions from you guys and answering them on the podcast. We'll be calling that Stall Talk. And we'll also discuss essentials, just like we have our bathroom essentials, our essential kit. We'll be talking about our essentials of life, of being a woman and navigating sisterhood. You can think of that sort of like a toolbox, if you will. Also, so many changes. I now made the Girls' Bathroom series a separate publication on Substack. So it is no longer intertwined with the World and Mind of SB. I wanted to give the Girls' Bathroom series its own home and place, separate from myself online. So when we have these conversations and we're in these spaces, we can do that in private, and it's only the girls in the bathroom. You feel me? So we also have our own Instagram page now. So make sure you subscribe to the Girls' Bathroom series publication on Substack and follow us on Instagram, because I would really love to have more open and conversations. Of course, I do not mind yapping and sharing all of my life lessons and experience with y'all, but I want to build community, and I know that's such a buzzword right now, but I do. My intention is to gather the best of us that's older, that's wiser, that's still seeking and learning, shamelessly, unapologetically. I want us to gather so we can reach more younger girls. I feel like growing up, especially Black, especially in a certain demographic, that friendship becomes a lot of the wrong things. It can easily become negative and detrimental because we are not guided effectively and intentionally on how to build and connect with other women. I can use myself for an example. Growing up, my mom will always tell me, you have too many friends. You have too many friends. In life, you're only going to end up with one or two friends. And growing up, I was just like, girl, please, like, whatever. Like, these are my girls, these are my friends. And I was, again, as I mentioned in the written portion, I was dangerously a girl's girl. I was dangerously inclusive. I accepted just about any and everybody that I felt was a good person, and they just didn't have something, and I wanted to be the person in their lives to just be genuine, to show them something different. And I was very young with that approach and mindset. And it took me through plenty of trial and tribulation to realize, my mother was right. And that's the thing about womanhood. When you have a mother in your life trying her best, giving you what she could with what she learned, and even then you have your own experiences and you can look back and say, oh, my mother was right. You know, we live and we learn. However, I've noticed that young girls are very determined to learn the hard way. Whether it's in life, financially, relationships, young women, young girls do not like advice. And I personally find that unfortunate and a little disheartening. Because if I had listened to certain lessons and observations that my mother had given me, I would have avoided very terrible friendships throughout high school. However, those experiences led me to this, or I could have got here another way. However, certain things I didn't have to go through if I had listened. And it's tricky, I understand. There's nothing better than doing what you want to do, no matter the outcome. However, we can avoid certain things. And that's what I like to call self-preservation. We are not keen and prompt and taught about the importance of self-preservation, especially in terms of relationships, both platonically and romantically, with women, and men. Which brings me to naiveness. I can look back on plenty of seasons of my life and within relationships where I displayed naiveness, where I trusted people off face value, where I've given people access off face value or off the assumption and belief that these people were similar to me. I'm not going to say just alike because I've never believed, oh, they're just like me. That's very adolescent, preteen mind way of thinking that, your friends are just like you. People are just like you. But I did assume me and people were similar. And I say assume And on my part, that's my accountability, because I did not vet people properly. I did not study and learn people properly. I've given access to people and I've allowed them to study me, to consume me, making me the catalyst of this friendship or relationship. By doing that, I started to realize I don't know much about this person. I really don't know this about their lives. I don't really know much about them. Meanwhile, people know me in a way that I am comfortable and shameless with sharing. Now, whose fault is that other than my own? And I've forgiven myself. I've nurtured myself out of that grief and disappointment I've felt from failed or strained relationships where my expectations and belief was higher. And that's where the power of womanhood comes in. And you see how womanhood and sisterhood, it just goes hand in hand. And we don't realize it until we get to this point. And for some people, don't realize it until it's too late. And that is what I want to help young girls with. I want to help young women with self-preservation, avoiding drama, trauma, conflict that can change the course of their lives to steer them off their paths. Just totally avoid things that are unnecessary. There's this belief that we need hardship, pain, and struggle in order to receive happiness and joyfulness and fulfilling relationships. And I want to debunk that, and I want to prevent that. We can have healthy, fulfilling friendships and relationships with people without putting ourselves through the ringer, without getting this badge of honor of hardship to wear on our chests as if that's the only way to live. So, if you're with me and you're listening to this, thank you for joining my mission. Thank you for being open-minded and vulnerable and finding the time to listen, especially during a time where there's so many podcasts, so many vlogs, so many this and that. So if you're here with me, that means this is for you. I'm for you. And thank you for being here with me, seeing me, and hearing me. That pretty much wraps up our reintroduction episode. So let's run it back one more time. I am recording in my bathroom because this is the girls' bathroom series. 2. The girls' bathroom written portion now has its own publication site via Substack. You can find us. The links will be posted. We also have our own Instagram page now. Please follow us, comment, share, tag, tell a friend. Most importantly, share with your younger cousins and sisters, because that is who we aim to help. We have shorter weekly episodes, new segments and talking points such as Essential Kit, Mirror Reflections, and Stall Talk or Stall Confessions, where you can submit a question, comment, statement, anything you like to me, and there's a pretty high chance that I will address it on the podcast. You will be able to find the links to all of these things in my link tree or on the Girls Bathroom Instagram. And again, I can't stop saying it. Thank you so much for listening and sharing. Peace.